Apple is not alone in trying to carve a bigger share of the Chinese market. Other big-name brands are also trying to establish a presence on Tmall. That is one of Alibaba's e-commerce giants. CCTV's Shraysi Tandon has the story.
It's often called the eBay of the East. Alibaba's online marketplace, Tmall, is the largest in China, commanding 50% of China's $300 billion e-commerce market. Retailers around the world are now rushing to launch on Tmall, using it as a gateway to access China's online users.
What Tmall offers is a baked-in audience, a platform to market, and it simplifies the complexity of reaching and then closing deals with Chinese consumers.
Companies such as Apple, Microsoft, Nike, Burberry, and Disney are just some of the brands that are selling their products on Tmall. Next month, U.S. nutritional supplement company The Vitamin Shoppe is gearing up to launch an online storefront on Tmall.
Now, within the e-commerce strategy, because Tmall is so large and the preeminent player, we felt that we would get better leverage using Tmall initially to go after the Chinese consumer. We will, over time, hopefully create our own website and find other channels to access the Chinese consumer, but Tmall as a starting place was a great option.
One of the challenges of operating on China's fifth most visited website is that it oftentimes unknowingly facilitates sales of counterfeit goods. But as more global brands partner with Tmall, the company has greater incentive to fight fraudulent products.
Once the brands are up on there, they can twist their arm a little bit and say, hey, we're selling on your platform, we're here selling our product, but you're allowing fakes to continue, and it's degrading our brand. It's actually degrading the value proposition that we have to you. So once those brands are up on a site like Tmall and doing business with Alibaba, there's a real financial incentive for Alibaba to start policing those fakes.
Tmall represents China's booming e-commerce market. According to KPMG, online transactions in China are expected to reach $540 billion by the end of the year. And by 2020, China's e-commerce market is expected to be larger than the US, UK, Japan, France, and Germany combined.
The Chinese market is incredibly attractive. In 3 years, the Chinese retail market will be bigger than the US retail market. In our industry, it's a $15 billion industry in China. It's growing at 13 to 15% a year. So there's an incredible opportunity for us to serve the Chinese consumer.
With over 600 million people online in China and counting, Tmall serves as a lucrative gateway for global retailers to access Chinese consumers. And to further entice these global retailers, Tmall keeps its commission fairly low, roughly 5% for clothing versus 15% on Amazon.com. Shraysi Tandon, CCTV, New York.